Just 2%. I think 2 to 3% is the total population in India that invests in a financial instrument like mutual fund.
2 crore 30 lakh people in India are investing in mutual fund.
That's a precise number you have.
Precise number.
Correct. Excellent. What do you think stops people from moving away from real estate and growth?
So I think that change is happening. If you were to look at it, what happening is when the interest rates are high. So what happens? People like to invest in hard assets, whether it was real estate, whether it was gold, but the trend has started changing. I think again, I will not like to go for a minute. Let's keep the numbers and data out. But if you were to do a smell check, you were to go to small cities and towns. Mutual fund is not an alien word, what it was 15 years back. So today, I'm sure if you were to do a dipstick around you. So my 6 months back, my driver told me, "Sir, aaj maine apni sip start kar li." I mean, for me that was a very high. I would never have pushed him to do it, but he himself saying, "Aaj sip start kar li." That's something it's going down. And again, like I said, wealth creation is an inherent need. Many times it is not felt, and I think we have to understand one thing. I think if from India today we are roughly about $2,500 per capita income. What will happen is as we go from 2,500 to 4,000, 5,000, you'll see people spending a little bit on lifestyle. Because I think we become as a deprived country. People want somebody who had a two-wheeler with like a car, all these things. But immediately after going for the basic minimum, you'll see people, because we don't offer social security system, unlike, in the US or the Western world. And as we go from 2 to 10,000, all this money will come for savings. Because of the reasons that I mentioned earlier. So now what is happening is you don't have a social security system. Your lifestyle has gone up a little. Now you want to give a better lifestyle to your children. So what do? Now I think effectively you're going to be investing more. And the real estate story and the gold story is over now. So I think for me, I think I will never like to invest in real estate. I believe it is such a nightmare. The managing real estate, I think other than what you have, but for investment, it's a nightmare. Leasing it out, doing that, and then liquidating. Today, fact remains, it's not easy. So I think clearly the trend has changed. Had it, even during this COVID period when everything was in a lockdown, technically with branches were not, even that time you saw the industry adding new investors. For us, I shared with you, we added about 9 lakh new investors. And this could be for us, I think the number is high because there were a lot of investors who were sitting on the sidelines during the earlier Reliance time, who wanted to come, but due to whatever those crises and all did not come. The moment name changed and everything stabilized, things, those investors came back. So, but I think so it's effectively, I think it's going to be, we are just waiting for it to just the uptake to take place. And everything is in order right now. And the biggest thing is, what I see, I think there's another many times you have to do a very different spell check. It's not to do with just the AUM and the numbers, I was doing this analysis, I think every time market, whenever it fell more than 1%, how many calls do we get in the call center? And why? That tells you how much people are panicking. So, so if earlier it used to be, 1% market falls, people will call, what is the NAV? Kya ho gaya? Ye ho gaya? Because NAV comes at 8 o'clock, people call up 8 o'clock, the panic spreads, and now it's normal. So again, many times, and this is also linking to the management style also, many times it's not just the data. I think there are softer parts around it. I think you have to keep, evaluating, I think, which give you a bigger perspective. So I think I'm somewhat bullish, very excited. I think the time for the Indian asset management industry has come. This 2.3 crore investors, if you were to see, I will not be, for me, the way I see it is, I think time is not far away where 25% of the Indian households will be investing in mutual funds. So if you were to look at today, we are talking of without Jan Dhan and others, we are about 26, 27, 30 crore bank accounts. So I think if you were to look at from our perspective, if you see every household having 4 families, and it is not everyone, is going to go. So I think moving from 2.3 crore to 10 crore, I think it might happen in the next 5 to 7 years. And again, let's go back to the numbers, again, every year, I think so in India right now, there are 20 crore two-wheelers on the road. And I keep, giving different analogies to the whole thing, So I don't understand why anybody who's driving a two-wheeler and typically two-wheelers get replaced every 5 to 6 years, the person who's buying insurance, maybe as per law, but why that person, if he's paying EMI, will not invest in SIP? So I think it's a question of, just a question of awareness, I mean, and these things are changing much faster. If it was not COVID, I think we would be at a very different level. And, but again, I don't see the growth story as derailed. I think growth story is only getting stronger day by day.
That's really insightful, especially the part where you said, every time the Sensex falls, the number of calls you used to get earlier versus now. So that shows that Indian investor is maturing.
Yes.
So it's, again, things keep changing. So what happens is when you are new, you invested for the first time, and the first time you see market, tanking. I mean, we all know market has fallen 500 points. There used to be panic. Now on the lighter side, even the business papers don't have this top story. 10,000 crore market cap, wealth eroded in a day. Now that also doesn't come, you see. See, because it's now become a part and parcel. Everyone is maturing. Right. So earlier you used to see in the yellow papers, the morning headline was 11,000 crores of wealth. Investors lose 11,000 crores. As if it was in anybody's pocket. It was nobody's pocket. It was just a market. But I think everywhere investors and everybody's getting matured now.